All right, gang, so you're into dancing and you want to know what shoes you should buy. That's what we're going to cover for you today. My name is Brian B.
I'm Miss Megan.
All right, so we're going to cover ladies' shoes and men's shoes. Let's start with the ladies' shoes. There's a couple of different general categories. There are heeled shoes, there are dance sneakers of various types, and there are boots, right? So in ladies' shoes, you're going to have ballroom shoes or Latin shoes, they might call them, with these heels. So if you're a competitor, you probably have a coach, they can talk you through it. If you're a social dancer, you don't necessarily need that type of heel.
Unless you just really like
Unless you like heels. If you like heels and you want to wear heels, you should do that. But more common, kind of getting into a good social shoe, are these, they call these the strappies. And we're going to give you brands here in a second.
Strappy sandal.
The strappy sandals. So this one is a little bit lower, a little bit more stable heel, much more comfortable, right?
They do also make them in like a closed-toed version if you don't like the strappy sandal part.
Yep, but I would say for social dancing, that lower, wider heel is going to be your best bet for sure. Now, if sneakers are your thing, they make various types of dance sneakers.
This is a dance sneaker, and when you have injuries with your feet, you buy these.
Yes, so Miss Megan has got some injuries, and so she's currently dancing in some dance sneakers. Alternatively, you can also suede the bottom of existing sneakers. I have definitely done that. And we're going to link a blog post here below where there's a whole FAQ section, and one of the people explains their method of doing that.
These are also good for like street dancing, like if you're going out salsa dancing on the river and there's a brick
concrete area, you don't want to mess up the swing.
Those are great.
Yep. But they make all sorts of different kinds of, this is kind of like a hybrid shoe/sneaker thing. So these are also comfortable, but
the same brand too.
Yep. So if we're talking Megan's current favorite.
Well, I just love these boots. These are the suede boots.
Suede is the brand.
They're just comfy most of the time, and until you hurt your foot. And then it's got a low heel.
Yep.
They do come with bigger heels if you like that, which I actually do like.
Slightly different styles, all sorts of colors.
They have different styles. They are pretty flexible if you like to point your feet. They also have a country boot as well.
If that's your styling. But this is I know it's trendy, but a lot of people are wearing these because they're closed-toed. They're low heels.
Comfortable.
They're comfortable, and you can get them in all sorts of different styles and colors.
The part can fold down.
Yep,
and
some people wear the floppies.
They also make shorter ones, like shorter actual boots.
So I would say, and this brand is the suede brand.
SWAYD.
Yep, and we're going to leave links below where you can get this, our favorite vendors. So for women, those are probably the two main ones that people will use. If we talk about men's shoes now, there are two types of shoes for men's.
Except for that's a woman's shoe.
Well, we're going to...
Or a unisex shoe. We should say unisex.
There you go. So in men's shoes, they have what they call a Cuban heel, which is a little bit bigger than this. And again, if you're a competitor in Latin dancing, you'll want that. The men will also have ballroom shoes that look more like tuxedo-style shoes.
This could be somewhat like a ballroom shoe.
And you can get these in patent leather and all sorts of different colors. So this is a good standard for the guys. Again, you also have various forms of dance sneakers. They make these types of dance sneakers.
This is literally a sneaker that has suede on the bottom.
That was made to look like a Chuck Taylor there. So there's all sorts of different versions of that. But if it gets into my favorite, and I've danced for 25 years, you'll see me wearing these in different colors.
And everybody comments, where did you get your shoes?
These are the port dance. These are my favorite ballroom shoes because they are a version of this. They're made really well. They're very comfortable. These have lasted a long, long time. So value for dollar, these are killer. They're the most comfortable shoes, and I have slightly wide feet, and these stretch pretty well, and they come in all sorts of different colors. So port dance is my favorite shoe. This one, they don't make this red anymore. It's called Bordeaux, and it's not red anymore. It's more like maroon. But now some reputable vendors. We talked about the suede boots. They also make comfort boots, but the suede boots I think are the better quality. Those are port dance. Some other vendors you might look that have a wide range of these things are Super Dance, very fine, and comfort. Now, if we get into my preferred vendor, there's some nice folks that live about 3 hours south of us, Dance Shoes of Tennessee. So if you Google Dance Shoes of Tennessee, they carry most of these brands. They're super friendly.
They carry a lot of brands.
A lot. Some of the vendors, you know, if it's very fine shoes, they might not carry suede boots, right? But Dance Shoes of Tennessee, for us, has the widest range of everything from boots to sneakers to the port dance. But there's your walkthrough of ballroom dance stuff. I'm going to leave a link below where we have another video and some a blog post where we talk through and we share all the different vendors for all these different shoes. But as a recap, Megan, your favorite?
Suede boots, maybe the strappy
Maybe the
sandal.
strappies.
If you're looking for comfort, sneakers.
Yep, and for me, those fit the bill for 99% of the things. And if I was outside, I would probably have a version of like these dance sneakers.
Because they have a hard sole.
Because they have a hard sole that you can't, like water won't penetrate that, whereas the suede gets sticky. Another thing we haven't talked about is if you're new to this, these get pretty slick. You can buy a shoe brush that brushes the...
Unless you like them slick.
Yeah, so my final tip is I do not brush my shoes on the regular. That way, when I get to a slick floor, I can brush them out and get a little bit of grip. But they don't work the other way. It would take a long time to slick them down. So I just let mine be slicked out, carry a dance brush with me, and if the floor gets really slick, I can brush the shoes out and get a little bit of a better grip. Hopefully that's helpful. We'll see you guys on a dance floor soon.